If you already sold your COSM shares at 23 cents, today's the kind of day that's going to make you feel like, Today we're going to go over how to get your money back on COSM and give you an edge that no other trader has. Welcome to the Rocket Day Trading channel. News. COSM up 14.04% on the day, hit our price target here. COSM doing a fantastic job of uptrending. Is a reversal in store. How are we going to get our money back on COSM? Because this rally was not enough. In our free Discord, we were not focused on COSM. We were actually focused on two other stocks. One was MULN, which went up 23.09%, which is almost 25% on your money, 2,500 profit on 10K. And we actually predicted this would happen before the market even opened, which is pretty fantastic. But more importantly, we actually published this free stock list listing SISI as the top stock to trade today. And that is up 44.85% from where it was yesterday. Even a larger increase of about 50% if you bought it in the pre-market. So we do have some big runners. If you like making money, make sure you're a part of our free Discord community. Link is in the description. If you want more analysis videos like this, where you'll be able to learn exactly where to buy and sell a stock, what news is going on with the stock, and how to combine fundamental and technical analysis in order to print money in the stock market, please like this video so that not only you can save this video for yourself, but so the traders who are coming into the stock market who know nothing, who you've known it, we've all been there, have lost massive amounts of money in the stock market, can get the guidance they need in order to succeed. I'm John Cota, your day trading coach, been trading for 10 years, and now I'm going to help you analyze COSM. Now, before we go into the technical analysis, I actually want to address some important news that we're getting for COSM. We hear that COSM tomorrow is requesting a NASDAQ extension, okay? It wants 180 more days in order to reach and become qualified with the NASDAQ requirements. Okay, the NASDAQ does have certain listing requirements, and COSM is reaching the end of its rope. It wants to, the company, president of the company wants to be able to meet those requirements. He believes he just needs more time. Okay, and the results of this NASDAQ extension will definitely affect the price of the stock. And the idea that I want you to take away from this is not just that COSM is requesting an extension, it's how individuals and professional traders react to the news, or not even the news itself, but the expectation, okay? The expectation of what's going to happen. So there's two different ways that stocks react to news. The first is the anticipation of news, okay? The anticipation of news is a big thing, because if you're able to anticipate, I mean, what you believe is going to happen is sometimes more important than what actually happens. If everyone believes that COSM is going to become delisted, then we're going to get a 75% decline like we already got on COSM. But if they think there's hope, as in COSM will receive an extension from the NASDAQ and COSM will release new data that increases the value of their stock and of their company, then the COSM will rally, okay? And typically, if the news causes the price to rally, the price of a stock, the price of a company to rally, then when that news is actually released, it tends to be in the same direction of the expectation, okay? Historically, this has proven true the majority of the time. Okay, so that means at least 55% of the time. So that means the fact that COSM, and let's go actually back to the chart here now, the fact that COSM rallied in anticipation of the news tomorrow means that there are at least some traders, professional traders, who believe that COSM is going to qualify for the NASDAQ extension, which is going to be a huge leg up for COSM because it means that the company will have more time to raise the value of their company and thus meet the listing requirements for the NASDAQ. Okay, they want to get to $1, and they're going to definitely make a case for that tomorrow, and that could change the value of the security. And I see now, and this is what you want to think about when you're trading a security and when you're determining whether a stock is a good investment. The institutional traders, the individuals who move the market, okay, and retail traders as well, okay, if there's enough retail traders, they can move the market as well, and especially if the stock is low float, which COSM at 178 million shares is fairly low float, especially considering the overall value of the stock is only about 35 cents right now. So the traders, there's huge traders who believe that COSM will be able to meet the NASDAQ listing requirements, or at least receive the extension, which will lead to a short-term bull run. That means that COSM now is more likely to go up than down. I have two price targets for COSM, which I will disclose to you in just a few minutes. But before that, I want you to really understand this point, that when a stock rallies in anticipation of news, the rally often continues. If the stock dumps in anticipation of news, the dump often continues. The expectation beforehand is contrasted with the actual news, and the difference between those expectations is what actually causes the stock to shift after the news is released. In other words, if people believe that COSM right now will be listed, and that will cause COSM price shift to go upward. If the actual news itself is that they're not listed, well, you can expect the price to dump severely after that, because the majority of people believe, and this is the most important part, the people who move the market and determine the price of COSM believe that COSM will go up in value because they will meet the listing requirements, and they actually meet the requirements, then that will cause COSM to rocket, okay? And that's actually more likely to happen now. The fact that professional traders who move the market are seeing the COSM catalyst of the COSM presenting a case to the NASDAQ and requesting this extension and possibly receiving an extension is enough to make the people who move the market buy COSM, which may lead to at least a short-term uptrend on COSM, which presents a trading opportunity. My price targets for COSM are as follows. I'm looking to get into COSM if I buy it around 30 cents to 31 cents. I don't want to pay more than 31 cents for COSM because I'm going to have a stop loss on my trade of 27 cents. Okay, so that's going to be my stop loss on COSM. Okay, I don't want to be paying for, I don't want to hold COSM if it actually breaks below VWAP, especially after this huge news, because that probably means that the news didn't live up to the expectation built up preceding the announcement that the news would be released in the future. I know that's a mouthful, but all you really need to understand is this. Buying COSM at anywhere from 30 to 31 cents is a high probability play. The only level we really need COSM to hold is about 30 cents. But we're going to put a stop loss a little bit lower than that, just in case COSM gets a little volatility and market makers try to kick the traders, retail traders, people like us out of the market. So we're going to put the stop loss at around 27 cents. I always recommend using a stop loss, even though I'm not a financial advisor. This has worked well for me in the past. Even if the stock doesn't hit the stop loss and it's still weak, we can still sell it, and we don't necessarily have to take the full loss of the stop loss. continuing with the price targets here, if I'm able to pick up the stock from 30 to 31 cents, I will sell part of my position at profit target 1, which is at 0.328. The other part of my position I will sell at 0.354. Remember, 35 cents was my original price target for COSM if we got a mini rally. So 0.354 is still my price target for another sell target for COSM if I'm able to get in at 30 to 31 cents. And this is for you, okay? It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm only telling you what I'm doing so that you can benefit. So 30 to 31 cents would be an entry point for COSM. And the profit target is, again, right here where this line is, 0.3272, 0.354. And then my third and final profit target is right here at 0.3761, 0.3761. Okay. If the stock comes up to those levels, those are good sell levels, and you can get anywhere from 5% to 20% or 15% return on COSM, which is excellent. Okay. And that's how you're going to get your money back on COSM. That is how you're going to get your money back on COSM, by choosing good price targets for COSM, buying COSM at a good price, and then selling shares after it comes to the most likely profit targets, which you just got in this video, and which you won't be able to get as accurately here as you will anywhere else. You can ask anyone that's part of our free community. We're right an insane amount of time. I think we've been right 95% of the time this week on our call outs, which is just absolutely incredible that you can print money in a free Discord that you find on YouTube. But what we have here with COSM is that some people believe that after the extension is denied, it's going to keep dumping. So you have to be aware of that as well. The key level here is at 30 cents. And this is what I've been saying since I've been covering COSM 2 weeks ago. 30 cents, if the COSM is above 30 cents, that means it's strong and it's gonna keep rallying. If the COSM is below 30 cents, that means it's weak and it's done for, which is why it was really scary when it dipped down here to 24 cents, because it could have dumped all the way to 15 cents. That didn't happen because of the anticipation of the news. And if you're able to pick up COSM anywhere from 30 to 31.5 cents, then you can get a strong entry. And if COSM continues and the news is good news, they receive the NASDAQ extension, then you can make money on COSM at the predetermined profit targets, which we went over a few times already. This is how you're going to make money in the stock market consistently. If you want to make more, then feel free to explore some of our stock picks that we're going to publish today in the Discord. And we're going to publish those every single day for you for 100% free, because this is about making you money in the market. If you want to be a professional trader, then start thinking like one. This video is meant to give you an edge that no other trader has. And I hope after watching this, you'll be able to make some serious money on COSM. Thank you for coming to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.